Hey everybody, how are you doing today? It's Eileen, Tuesday, time to do a Facebook Live. So the project that I have today, I love doing it. And I've had that for probably a week now since I've been home. I've been able to get down here every once in a while and just do a little bit of crafting, just enough to get my fix in. Hi Laura, how are you? I hope you've had a little time to create. It has just re-energized me. I'm so happy. Hey Charlotta. So it's a very simple technique. What we're going to do today, we are going to use our die cuts to stencil. Hey Karen Gartland, Joellen, Francis, how are you? I wanted to ask you guys, let me wait until a couple more people get on and let me make a note because I don't want to forget. But it's time for us to do something again, but I don't want to forget, so I'm making a note. Hi Miriam, how are you doing? How is everybody? Oh, I had a busy weekend. So my husband is out of town and I crazily decided to paint my fireplace white, which I've been thinking about for 2 years. I had the products, I had everything ready, and I just didn't do it. So I did it, and I love it. So I've been posting pictures. Hey, Deborah and June, Charlotta, on my Instagram. So if you see them on my Instagram, and I think it's going over to my Facebook stories too. So see what you think. Anyway, I painted the fireplace. It came out amazing. Oh, Angie, you're just moving all over the place today. Williamsburg. Hey, Mitziana. Oh, good. I'm glad everybody's here. This is going to be fun because you guys have all this stuff, or you probably have some of it. So, hey, Judy. So anyway, I painted my fireplace. I loved it. It's kind of distressed looking. He didn't see it yet, and I didn't tell him, Tanya, because we talked about it kind of. What happened? Hey, there's Jenny. Good to see you. We had talked about it a while ago, 2 years ago, when my daughter did hers, and it looked really good, and he saw it. But he likes brick. But it's like, it's so in your face. You walk in this room, it's a long, skinny room. It just doesn't, that you look in either from the kitchen or the hall, there's the mantle. So it just has bugged me. Anyway, I did it. So the paint had like dried up. I will put a picture. I will. Mine is kind of rustic. I didn't do it all white like gloss, or I didn't fill in all the cracks. It's kind of like whitewashed. So anyway, I like it a lot, and I think he will. But then, as I looked at it, it's like, ugh, I hate my walls. So I went and bought paint. And then after it, I kind of thought, oh, maybe there's too much aqua, if there ever could be, because my kitchen is aqua, our little bathroom is aqua. This is a very light one, but it's looking darker the longer it dries. But anyway, I will send a picture. It's hard to get good light in there. I need better lighting too. So we have this ceiling fan that I hate, but I do like when it's hot out, it does circulate the air. So anyway, I'm thinking about spray painting. He's gonna kill me. Anyway, he will never go home again. It has to be aqua, that's right. Facebook is acting up again. Oh no, Linda, that's not right. Facebook, get it figured out. All right, so what we're gonna do today, first, I'll show you what we're gonna do. And it's just easy, but I think it's so pretty. We're gonna use our mandala and just these little hearts, and I'm just going to show you how to stencil with your die cuts. I'm going to show you a couple things that I cut that I think work really well, and you can use stencil film. That's nice because you can see through it, but I have found a couple other things that work, I think, equally as well. Some people like to put a little spray adhesive on the back, which I have done too. They actually have it at the Dollar Tree, a tiny little spray bottle, which I haven't tried. I needed to go find it. But hi, Frana, how are you? Hey, Kathleen. Kathleen, you are cranking out those journals. Amazing and beautiful. Oh, Linda's back. Okay, Linda. Maybe they got control here. So anyway, we are going to go through and I'm just going to show you how I do it and give you some of the, techniques that I've come up with it. Hey, Donna. Yeah, so that's one thing. Now I have to clean out. Okay, this is going to be hard because I have to get this done. I'm leaving for New York on Thursday night and he comes back Monday and I'm going to be gone for the weekend. So I need to get this room done in like 3 days and it's, anyway, we'll see what happens. Let's see. Oh, the other thing I wanted to ask you about, you still have 10 more to make. Kathleen is on a roll. Are you selling them, Kathleen? Hi, Sue. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask. What do you guys think about having another Fan 5 Live, where we do a Facebook Live and we get 5 of you guys to come on and show us your stuff that you make or whatever you want to show us. You have 5 minutes to kind of be on the screen and talk to us all and introduce yourself to us, tell us where you live, where you create, the things that you like to make, anything you want to talk about. You are selling them. Very good. I know some of you are shy, but we would love to see you. Karen, we saw you last time. Yeah, Janelle, you want to come on? Yeah. Hola, Nisa. Oh, you're from Peru? Cool. Hi, Judy. Well, if anybody wants to come on, we usually do 5 people. We have time. And I've got a kind of a platform where we can all be on the screen. I can be on, you can be on. It's better than Facebook. It just works a little better. Oh, you were agreeing with me. I already signed you up, Janelle. You'll be fine. You could talk about our class. Hey, Lisa. Lisa should come on too. Hi, Anna. Maybe Anna wants to be our guest on a Fan 5 Live. All right. If you want to, put your name down in the comments and just say like, I would like to do the Fan 5. I'm not funny. I talk all the time. I want to hear from you guys. Yes, Kathleen, you may come on. Sure. Excellent. Hey, Karen. All right. Well, if anybody else wants to, just put it in the comments. And I think I would probably do it like next Thursday, a week from Thursday. So that would give everybody a chance to sign up. That would be like the, what is today? 26th. Maybe the 24th. That would be a Tuesday. That'd be a week away. You're not home during most lives. Oh, okay. All right. You're excused, Lisa. All right. Anyway, I think that would be a good day, the 24th. All right. Well, we'll talk about it. We could do the next week, but I have my mom moving in and stuff, so I'm not sure how, I'm going to have like a week where I have to get her settled. So, hey, Jan, how are you? All right, well, we'll figure that out, but I'm glad we have somebody that volunteered. All right. So the dies that we're going to use today are the little Wreath and Snowflake die, and I'll show you how you can use that Wreath for any time of year. But we're really just going to make the base today. We're not going to like get it all. You can't do it this time. All right, good, Laura. Okay, hi, Deborah. And the other die is the Mandala, and I love that die, and it looks beautiful as a stencil. Hi, Mother. Oh, you're saying hi to your mom. The other thing we're going to use is Easy Cut Adhesive, because actually this is the perfect consistency that you want, or thickness, or depth, or resist feel to it that you want. So I'll show you how that works and how those feel. Well, you can't feel them, but you can see what I'm doing. The other thing is I want to show you, remember last week we did the little flower painting? Well, I made some cards out of them and I added foil, not to all of them, but to some. And some I thought just came out really, really cool. Some of them I added some ink to, I don't know if you can see. I added foil to the centers. Isn't that pretty? I mean, that was all freehand. This one I really like. It's one of my favorites. Just a little hint of the foil. And that was, yeah, it's, oh, thanks, Jenny. They started when I was using that, the foil quill. And I couldn't really get a good line on there, but then I started smearing on some other, like a pen that I had from Thermo Web, and I really like that kind of scratchy line. This one came out really pretty too. I feel so like I'm bragging, but I do love these. Look at that one. Isn't that pretty? So if you want to see how to make these flowers, we did them last week on our Facebook Live. I think I did that on Thursday. Thank you. Thanks, Anne. Here's another one. That one looks kind of lonely. I might put something else. And, you know, these are not done yet. I am going to put some sentiments on here, and I think I'm going to use my new stamps. I did it on one of them. So I just kind of had a ball here. It was very easy. I like the little gold centers, even though I kind of got off track a little. So they're all a little different, but I have a nice stack of cards here that I can use when I need to write a nice thank you note. This one, I was so mad. I got it done and that wasn't dry. It went, hey, Kim, good to see you. Anyway, so here's some cards. Then I had some leftover ink and I had some leftover mat board, as always. And I made a couple little tiny book covers. Hi, At Home Ink. So same idea. I just did these little kind of blobby flowers. Hey, Jimmy. Hi, Dixie Joe. And I added a little of the foil, did the kind on the one with the extra foil, put the sentiment on side to cover it. Yes, I was thinking about that because you got to figure out how to fix it. So these came out really cute, and this one I didn't add foil to the front, but that one kind of got messed up, but you know, they were fun to play with, and these are just little scraps of mat board. I might add the ink around the edge on that one. So there's always ways you can fix them, but these were quick and easy, and they would make such a cute little book for somebody. Oh, a copper plate online class. Oh, how fun, Kim. Then, yeah, so that's that. So one of these times, oh, thank you. Well, you were too to me. Kim and I were partners a long time ago. Our first Army extravaganza. We did all kinds of stuff. How did I use the foil again? Okay, what I did was, Barbara, I used this pen. This is a Deco Foil Pen by Thermo Web, and it's like a bullet tip, and sometimes it got a little scratchy, and so you have to pump it to get the glue out. So hey, Angela Beavers. So anyway, you push down on the pen and you drag it and it releases the glue. You let it dry till it's tacky and then push the foil on top of it. Now I did not use the foil that I used with the foil quill. I used my Thermo Web foil because they're two different kinds. And it worked really well, but I have to admit I was impatient and I put it on there sometimes too early, and then it smushes down the glue and it makes like a big center for your flower, which, you know, I didn't really mind because to me it was all an experiment and I really had fun doing it. So that to me is why I'm doing this. I need a break. You know, I got a lot going on in my life and I just want to do this for my mental health. So now here's another thing you can do. I'm going to show you how to use your stencils, your dies to make stencils to cover something even this big. This is our pocket notebook. And so I made a little cover for my pocket notebook. I haven't put it together yet, but I'm going to show you how we can do this, how to make this stencil. So let's get going on that. And I'm also going to be using my blends inks because they're pigment inks. They're nice and, you know, bright, which I like. So let's get going. I'll turn the camera down and we will get going on this, okay? right, let's see. I decided to get a nice white piece of paper. Well, I hope you guys can see that. Wait, let me turn on my computer. Just make sure I can see your comments. All right, hang on. Here we go. I put it down pretty close. All right, there we are. Okay, see, now they're doing this weird thing where you can't see the comments. What the heck? Why? Click to expand. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, nobody ever said that before. All right, this light is bad. Wait, let me move this light over. How's that? A little better? Maybe I need to move this up. All right, anyway, let's get going. So let me show you first the dies that we're going to use. Here's the Mandala, very intricate, cool die. I have this little bird here. This is the Wreath, and that is the Snowflake. So I've already cut them just because I thought it would go quicker. You know, you don't want to watch me picking things out. And I also cut a stack of cards to show, you know, the techniques on the cards. And when I'm done, I'll have cards. So here are just a couple that I've done. I decided this is the size of the stencil. It's a little tricky. I can't remember what I used to, you know, line this up because it's hard to see sometimes, you know, to get the edges right. So this time I made a bigger stencil. So let me just show you how, basically how I did it. Now here is one. These were little watercolor wreaths that I cut out, but you could use them as a stencil if you keep the little inside pieces like this, you know, and you just set that in there. You can use it as a stencil, or you can use the actual pieces as a mask. Maybe that wasn't so smart to use white because everything is white. But here is, now this is cut out of this is a piece of cardstock. It's very, very thick. And this should hold up pretty well as a stencil, but you can see it's really, really thin. So, you know, think about that as you're using these shapes. This might be a little too thin, but what I would probably do with this is just on the back, I would just spritz a little spray adhesive, and that will help it stick down when you're using it, and then you can still pull that up when you're done. This one, I used the Thermo Web Adhesive. Now, I'll tell you how I did it. I did not peel anything off. This is just the sheet as it comes out of the container. You know, that looks like this, that you can use to adhere things, double-sided papers, to mat board, whatever, but I like to use it as a stencil. Same thing here. You can use this shape for that little bird as the stencil, or you can kind of go around it, around this, and you'd have an outline of your bird, or you could actually peel this off and add foil to it, and then you'd have a little golden bird or whatever color foil you decided to add to it. So there's a lot of ways that you can use these. Now these were cut out of the adhesive. You can see, and the other thing that I like about it is that there is like, I can't tell if you can see the shininess, but it's kind of, it takes advantage of that wax resist that's on the outside of that paper, you know? So I like that too. Now the other thing that you can use is the Sizzix texture roll, and this is the craft. Yeah, that's the craft. This one I've used a lot of times, and it just keeps going. I just wipe it off with a little bit of my baby wipes and get the colors of the ink off and just use it again. So you just have to make sure to pick out all of those little holes so that you get the full use of this as a stencil. Here's one that I cut out of vellum, and that was surprisingly nice. Now I haven't used it as a stencil, but I think it should hold up. So that's another thing you can use, vellum. This here is, now I saw somebody said acetate, send Eileen a message over the video. What do I need to fix? Uh-oh. Glum, okay, I'm not sure what I need to fix. You know what? Yeah, I guess that it is, advancing. I don't see anybody writing, but okay, so this is clear, and honestly, I'm not sure what that is, but it seems to be strong enough to hold together. You just want something that's not gonna like crumple or peel back, because you can see how all these are really held together by a very small join there, so that will sometimes be a problem. The other thing I wanted to say was, if you cut one and maybe you didn't get all of it, or it peeled away a little, or you broke it, just use that to hold it down, and just use part of it. You don't have to use the whole thing. Here's another one, and this is not technically a stencil, but I die cut this out of foam, and I like to use these as a stamp. So you can see there are tons of ways that you can use these dies. So and that's on Sizzix packaging, and I just did white fun foam. I adhered it to the back, and then I guess I cut I used blue and green, surprisingly, to stamp with, so I could probably clean that off, but I didn't. So today I'm going to use a different palette of colors, and we're just going to play around. Now I did want to show you how, where did I put that? I think I put that stencil away, because this is no longer available, but this is a heart stencil that we have. It's a, wait a minute, let me just get it here. Yeah. So this is one journaling, it was a journaling card die. So the way this works, and sorry, they're not available anymore, but the way they work is it comes with 4 pieces, and you can either, use these to cut a journaling card that is a heart shape, or take that off, and then you get these, because there's no cutting edge here. This is the cutting edge. Or you can just cut cards out of this, and you'll just get a solid card. So I really love that design, and I gotta do something else with it again. Jimmy wanna die but didn't receive it. Oh, I sent that, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, Jimmy, text me, because I know you said you wanted something different, and I'm pretty sure I sent it. So let me know if you didn't get it. Okay, so these are the same, they're just smaller, and they actually fit on that, but for today, I just want to show you how and let me move this a minute, because I think maybe you'll see it better, how I lined it up. All right, so first I just figured out on here where I wanted to start, and this seemed to be about the center, so I lined this up in the center of the piece of adhesive. Then I die cut that, I popped these out, and the beauty of that is you have all of these little stickers that are double-sided, so when you peel this off, you can stick it down and then peel it off again and add foil or something. Glitter, these are just really fun. So you're using all the parts, which appeals to my practical nature, that you're kind of recycling everything and using all the parts. Anyway, once you do that, then you put this here and line that up, cut that, then you put this down here, line that up, cut that, and same with here. Now sometimes if things are not exactly perfect, you might have a little stringy thing hanging off there, just peel it off. Oh, here's one right here, see that? So I didn't get it exactly right, but that looks pretty good to me. It's all lined up. So then you have this huge a stencil here. So let's go ahead and just make a couple cards, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my blends, and and I'm also gonna use my brushes, which today I had the brainstorm of I need to put the color ink on the handle, so I'm gonna wrap some washi tape around with the color, but I didn't do it ahead of time, so I don't know. That's green. Okay, so this is my green, and the good thing about this is that this color, because it's pigment, I just keep loading it on and on and on. I don't ever clean it, but this leaves a nice covering, you know, when you go to blend it, it's really nice and soft. I just maybe will take a little bit off because that one, for some reason, is bright. Okay, what other color could this be? This is brown, so I don't need brown right now. I'm gonna leave that out. This one I think is yellow. Yeah, so let's grab some yellow. Not too much because then it globs and you don't want that. So you could even test it on another paper or something first before you... All right, where's my pink? This one is brand new. Oh, I don't want to use it. I know I have a pink somewhere. This is my teal. That's a big one. So I'm just kind of rubbing my ink into the bristles here so that when we go to stencil, it's just going to very softly add color to my flower, or whatever it is that I'm creating. I am not sure where my pink one is, so I might have to... Oh, here it is. Here's pink. I kind of do general color families. I don't do, you know, like I'm gonna probably use, I'll do the pink first and then I'll probably add that color after on the same brush. Maybe, I don't know. I have enough brushes, but I have also messed up and put the wrong colors on, which drives me crazy. All right, I'm gonna move that over a little bit because then you can't see. Okay, so here is just white cardstock. This is, I love using 110 cardstock just because it feels so rich for a base. And if I'm going to take the time to make a flower, or I mean, I don't know why I keep saying flower. If I'm going to take the time to make a card, I want it to feel substantial and good when I open it. So somebody's saying, do you know they make color clips for those brushes? You wash wrap washi tape. That's what I'm going to do too. Jenny loves the mandala as a stencil. You use regular card, add paste through, and then sand back the surface. Ooh, yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, let's just do, speaking of the mandala, and I'm going to use my one that I use all the time so you can see how well this works. So let's just put that maybe right down here. And I'm thinking of like a rainbow. Let's see, we could do rainbow from the middle out. I think I'm gonna go today like a wave like this. So let's just go to town here. So just very, very softly add your color. And just, I go in like a circular motion. And if you want to add a little more on the edges, that gives kind of a shaded look. Now, I'm not going to lift this up until I'm done. All right. So wait, and then we'll have the big reveal. All right. So let's do, oh, we should have done Roy G. Biv because I can never remember. All right. Yellow, green is next. I should know that. I hope I didn't do aqua. I did. Shoot. Oh well. It's always appropriate. It's just for the idea of it anyway. All right, let's do green next. Oh yeah. It's gonna be so pretty. And then all you have to do is like add a sentiment and you've got this beautiful card. So you can see this is nothing crazy here. Maybe I should get a purple. Well, let's do, I don't know how green and this color are gonna blend, but we'll see. Maybe pretty. See there, I overlapped, but all right, we need another color. Maybe purple would be good. And I don't know if I have a purple, so it's brown. I have a ton of these brushes. Can I find them when I want them? I don't know if I ever had a purple, so let's just do this little one and initiate it into the color family here. You know my thoughts on purple. Not always a fan. Lately I've been trying to break out of my shell though. Alright. Do you guys have colors? Ugh, see? That's too much. Alright. Bad purple. It's all your fault. I'm going to get a baby wipe and see if I can take that off. Actually, baby wipes give really fun effect to this too. So let's just play with this here and see if we can tone that down. Nah. Nope, we're just going to have to go for it. So this is going to be a bright purple. Oh well. Purple is almost blue. All right. Almost. Well, you know what? We could do blue next. That would blend in pretty well. All right, I'm not hating that. It's kind of too much, but maybe if we bring it over there. All right, so blue, let me find my blue. Like hydrangea. All right, I'm not sure I have a blue. I don't know where all my little things went. I had a ton of these. I might have another container of them. When these came out, I went on Amazon and just bought a whole ton of them. So you can see I'm just blending off the color, especially when it's a new brush. Although I think something has been on there before. And now it doesn't even matter if I hold that down, but let's just do the whole card and maybe just finish this off with like indigo. Oh, man. Oh, I streaked it. All right, well that means we're gonna speckle, and that was another color. That was not blue. So I'm gonna get the indigo and just finish out with that, not indigo, uniform. Sorry about that. See, this is one of those cases where less is more. Less is better. Oh well. I'm really gonna rub that off. And, you know, I don't think you can see that, but I'm just gonna go over this part that got messed up. It's kind of like the universe. We're going into outer space here. See, that's not... We're just gonna have to get darker and darker. You can also use a stencil brush, which looks like this. So these are fine too. This is kind of the old school, which I like just pretty much as well as these brushes, because this one's not thrilling me today. The trick is to go really light. That's the best. And then just build up the layers, because you can always make them darker, but you can't make them lighter. This might work out. All right, you ready? Ready for the reveal? Wait until you see. Isn't that pretty? I don't even mind that, but I mind that. But you know what we could do is do the speckling, you know, on here. I don't know. See, I wish I hadn't gone outside the loop here. All right, well, we'll do another one. Let's do a snowflake on a card. All right, and I was thinking like something metallic would be really pretty. These, I have a feeling, may not stick too well, but let's just, I'm gonna try to hold them in place and see what happens here. All right, let's see. I have one more little brush that oh wait a minute, you know what? This one has, that has like luster wax on it, I think. Let's try that. let's try, maybe I'll just do it with my finger. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm kind of going off script here, but you don't need a whole lot of this. Now here I'm using this as a mask. Ooh, but I kind of like how that's coming out. Maybe you could do it both ways. You could glue that on. Ooh, that's pretty. I have to move it. This stuff smells really nice too, even on your fingers. It really does not take much. Now this I definitely should have sprayed, but it seems to be because this cardstock is heavy duty enough that it is staying together pretty well. So see, you don't even need a brush. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, well, it's not too distinct, but that's because my finger is a finger, but it's a good way to, let's try it with this. Really have to be careful though, not to get too much. Best thing is to just blend it as well as you can. Alright, let's see. And then you can go around it too. Now the other thing you could do, I mean this is adhesive, you could just stick it down, you know? Nothing stopping that. It smells kind of orangey, really pretty. So, you know, use whatever you have. If you have inks or paint you could use, just give it a try. This is fun and makes, let's see. Yeah, that's a little better. And it's really kind of, it's subtle, but it's shiny. Yeah, I probably would just stick this down, because it would be dimensional. Alright, well that gives you an idea of that. Not my favorite because this is too intricate, but I like that. I mean, you could even layer that on there, you know? And you could do a glitter one on here. Alright, I have to play with these. I'm going to see if I can fix that later. Alright? But you can see that's another method. Let's do one. Now that I have all my rainbow brushes out, let's do a card with our full heart pattern on here. It does smell good, and you also have gold fingers. So the trick on this is to line it up, but I think what I'm going to do is just kind of, this is big enough that I can just, you know, that looks good. All right. Let's see. Let's start in the middle. And you know what I'm going to do is add a little bit of purple tape down here. It's not sticking to the... Alright, well, that's gonna... This stuff is good because it's got that resistance, but it doesn't want things to stick to it. So, good enough. Okay, let's start with the red in the middle and go out from there. Alright, let's just do... Ooh, this is gonna be so pretty. Forget those other ones. Red. I don't have an orange. I'm gonna do yellow. And probably not get to those darker colors. Oh, I didn't do green in that other one. Yeah, this is better. And then I think the aqua. Why not? Just in the corners. All right, this looks a little off center, but I don't care about that. Ooh, wow, that's bright. A little much. See, so the softer you go, well, it depends on the look you want. You know, if you want bright, do strong and just go over it a couple times. This one is going to be really pretty, I can tell you right now. I like it already. I am going to go a little darker around the edges, just for shading and dimension. Let's see, what else do we need here? Maybe a little more green. Oh, I like this. I want to do a lot of these now. And it's okay to go over them again if you feel like you want to blend in a little more. Do whatever you want. Okay, you ready? Wouldn't this make a pretty journal cover? Ooh, I was a little off, but that really does not bother me. Now, I did get under a little, and what I'm going to do is just blow on that, and yeah, that's all right. Cover it with a sentiment or something. You can't wait to try it when you get home. Grapefruit is your favorite food. I'm not sure how we got into that. Does that look like a grapefruit to you, Laura? Maybe. I haven't looked up. All right, let me show you the thing with the baby wipes, because this is kind of cool. And actually, I might do it on here because it does have that waxish resist. So let's do one with the baby wipe. And you can see kind of the difference. All right, that didn't work so well using these, but and you know what? We can even try the same colors again because they're all in here, but I'll show you. I'm going to make it a little bit darker. And I'm going to use, again, these same colors. But I am just rubbing a little bit harder. It doesn't matter really, I just want to give it a different look. And see what a brighter version of this looks like. Actually a little light on the green, which is, I'm usually always doing green, dark. I don't know why. Alright, let's do the rest of it this color. Whoop. So just hold it down. You know, it would help to have this taped down. That is the one thing about it. Maybe Scotch tape would work, or like a masking, I'm not sure. Oop, I got a little off there, but that's not a big deal. And if you even get into another color, that's fine. Don't worry about it. These all match. These all blend pretty nicely. All right, now what you do, now I can't remember. Do you take the baby wipe first? Or do you do it after? I can't, let's do one each way. I think you just blend it like this, and it's kind of wiping it off. And what it does is it takes out the inside of the color, and it leaves like a little thing in the middle. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of a washed out version. Let's do another one and then add the, take this off and then do the wipe. But I'll show you this, what they all look like in a minute together. I might have to refresh these. Oh, that was pink. That wasn't, yeah. That is so pretty. That's Wildberry. All right, we probably need a little more yellow. So you can see I've done a lot without refreshing my ink, because it just, these brushes really have a nice soft touch to them. And I think we do need a little more green, believe it or not. So have a palette or some kind of paper that you can be wiping off on. I haven't been watching. Does anybody have questions? Sorry. Okay, let's try it again. And same thing. Okay. Yeah, these are coming out really dark. But that's all right, because I want to see what happens. And, you know, just play around with it and see what kind of different looks you can get. This green is so light. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, there's some more. Forget the green. I'm going for the teal. That had plenty on it. So what do you what do you guys use to stencil? Do you like brushes, or do you stencil, or what kind of supplies do you have for this? You like the old school brushes? I do like them. They worked fine. I used to have a stenciling business, if you can believe that. We, my friend Kim and I, we did people's houses. Had quite a few adventures with that up in Watertown, New York. Okay, let's try the baby wipe. Now you can see, here are the two we've done so far. This was the first one where we just did it on there. This one we wiped off with a baby wipe with the stencil on here. And now this one, let's just, I don't know how this is gonna work. Let's see. Hi, Linda, aren't. All right, I kind of don't want to wreck this, but let's just see what happens. Oh yeah, that's what it does. Now this might not be the best paper to do this with, but it just kind of blends it all together. Yeah, it's this is not a good paper because it's, you can see the fibers here. We may be able to wipe that off. I don't know. Let's see. Well, I wrecked a good card, but all in the name of experimenting. This is kind of a distressed look, so when this dries, this will go flat, and you know, that'll still make a nice background, but it looks kind of grainy, and I'm not loving that. But it's still not horrible. So you kind of have to play around, you know. Here's what we've done. Should we do one more? What should we do? If the ink is on non-porous surface, I found it could be reactivated next day with a spritz of water. Yes, this stuff, these inks are really cool. I'm so sad they're not making them, but I still have some in the shop. I'm out of a couple colors now. Let's see. Let's do this little wreath, because I think that would be really cute. And let's do what, brown around it? I didn't put any brown out, but it seems like it has some on there. Now this probably should be stuck down. Actually, you know what? Let's stick down the, where's my one? If I can ever get the backing off, I'm gonna put that down because that's adhesive. I will never be able to unpeel this. Maybe with my, sorry guys. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Now this might get out of shape, I'm not sure. Not sure what's gonna happen here. All right, well, it's sticky. All right, I'm just gonna set this down. don't know what's going to happen here because this has like a resist. So I don't know. This could be interesting. All right, I'm just going to go green around it. Wait, that's not the green one. Where'd the green one go? Well, it's just not here. What did I do with that? Oh, and here's a whole bunch more brushes. I knew I had more. All right, well, I don't know where I put the green one, so I think we're gonna have to do this color, which is always appropriate. That's cool, look at that. It's like ghosty. That is really cool. Can you see that? Isn't that neat? Ooh, after you blend, take top layer off and glitter or emboss. Or foil. Foil might be too much. Glitter would be pretty though. All right, let's go around it a little bit more and really kind of fill this in, like in this. And yeah, just a little sentiment down here. I'm getting really into the simple. I mean, I don't need to put a million things on here. You know, just give them the message and be on your way. What do you guys think? Glitter? I'm liking that glitter idea. All right, that could use a little more, but I'm afraid to mess it up. But if I go around the edges, I would say just make sure you wipe off everything that you don't want to get inked. Just don't have too much ink on there. All right, let me go get my glitter. Hang on. Maybe gold? Okay, my glitter was in the bottom drawer. Sorry about that. I think this might be kind of cool. I think it's like a, oh, recollection, it's called chestnut. All right, let me get a piece of paper here. And then we have to peel this off. This might be my favorite thing so far. Let's see if I can get that off. Oop. Yep, it's sticky. Yeah, I would say go around and burnish that before, because that's not all. All right, let's see what happens. Lisa Townsend, good idea. Cool. Wait, let's hit that again. Yep. I'm liking it. Yes. That is really pretty. Oh yeah. I kind of even like those things hanging off there. And then maybe a little brush. Yeah, that's very, very pretty. And just a little thing down here. Ooh, I love it. All right, well, it may not be stenciling, but kind of is. Now I have glitter everywhere. All right. Well, I think that ends my experiment for the day. I have to go back up and paint, guys. I gotta get this done. I'll send a picture. I'll put it in the fan club. It's looking really good. A little much. I kind of almost wish I had done a white, half white and half aqua, but oh well. Yes, I think that really came out great. And there are little leaves that go with it. There are little other things, so you could add those in different colors or just the same. All right, gotta play with this some more. All right, guys, well, another day of playing around, and thanks for coming along with me. Not everything turned out how I would like, but I am happy that that one I love. And, you know, these came out really cool. I think I'm going to add some more to this and then buff it, and it will be really shiny and dimensional. And then I think that would be pretty on here, you know, to layer. And I'm going to see if I can get that closer. I might add a little spray adhesive to the back. And this one, I shouldn't have gotten that dark, although I don't mind it that much. And I think I could cover that with something. I don't know what that is there. Feels weird. And then these are just good, you know, good things to know. I think that's still my favorite. You know, full strength. That's not bad though. Kind of goes all around the edges. So, you know, go in and play with what you have. And if you make something really cool, put them in the fan club so we can all see and tell us your techniques, how you did it. Because, you know, we all have different stuff and different ideas and different ways of doing things. So it's great to see what everybody else does. Well, thanks, Laura. And thanks everybody for coming on. I'll come back on Thursday, and I'll also post something about our Fan 5. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching. See you soon, guys. Bye.